This video is about Bass Harbour Kuah Langkawi between November 2019 and November 2020. In Kuah Harbour there's an anchorage and it's on the Navionics map. I arrived late on my first arrival day and it was a lovely sunset. As you can see, there's a whole heap of boats already in the harbour. I anchored closer into the Eagle, between the Eagle and the Pecan Rabai pier. The next day I checked in to the Harbour Master Customs and Immigration at the ferry terminal, which is near the Eagle. I got the relevant paperwork for my check-in. For the next few days I just relaxed, tidied up the boat, took some photographs. It rained a little bit so I got to wash the deck. I put away all the gear that I should have put away earlier. A few days later I woke up to find a boat nearby my yacht, and it had been involved in a gale some days earlier out between Penang Island and Langkawi Island. My two favourite places to anchor in Bass Harbour Kuah Langkawi. Well, it's Saturday evening. I don't know what time it is. 7 o'clock here anyway. And we're back at Kuah Langkawi because we may have a problem with parcels to be delivered to us. Way over there in the distance you can't see it, but there's an old vintage sailing yacht, and it goes much quicker than mine. It's half the size. And if we pan around, you'll see that there's only about half the yachts there normally is in this anchorage. I don't know where they've all gone. Maybe they've accommodated them in the marina, which is over there, but I doubt it. Way up the southern end of the bay is another area that 10 or 20 yachts hang out. The Larder building and post office, Malaysia Post. We normally anchor over there near the Larder building, but the taxi boat traffic is just too much. So now we're over here and there's less pollution in the water to start with. It's much quieter. Fisherman's Jetty is just to the right of this new building going up. Even with that building going on until 10 o'clock at night, it's still much quieter. And if you look around, you'll see another 20 yachts on the starboard side of the boat. I took a few photos that I couldn't put in any particular order. This is one of the Immigration and the Eagle in the distance. A closer look at the Eagle, and the Langkawi landmark is featured in another video that will follow. There's the Kura Beach on a dull day. And the moon, quarter moon at dusk. And another view of that area with the sun coming up. Yachtsmen love to buy parts at the right price and other things, obviously. So here's some photographs of places that most yachties go to. The New Water Garden hawker food, very, very cheap and large servings of food. And that's another shot of that same place. Around about 7 ringgit per bowl or dish. Lavish grocer, lovely vacuum sealed pork, hard to get elsewhere. Langkawi Mega Complex with the rear entrance where the supermarket is. My favourite place is HE Trading, a lovely woman that runs that. Very helpful. And an outboard engine repair shop where I got some work done and some parts ordered in. Multi-Equip Trading, which is the alternative to HE Trading. Langkawi Fair, where Billion Supermarket is, my favourite supermarket. The front entrance of the THRU jetty is a good place to audio grab taxi. Taxis are cheaper, but if you want to risk yourself, you can hire a car or a motorbike. Another beautiful sunset, which includes one of the barges that hang around the anchorage. THRU jetty is the most comfortable and safest place to put your dinghy. There is some fees for water, but he doesn't charge for the dinghy dock. And just keep away from all the other tourist boats and taxi boats. On this particular day there was a ice cream vendor, and I love Durin ice cream. I like all ice cream. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Then the jetty is where all the tourist boats have been left while the COVID-19 situation is going on. They put it up on the beach and clean the bottoms. It's much easier to clean the bottoms if they don't have to go out and get them off the mooring balls. Another beautiful sunset in the anchorage at Kuah Langkawi. There's a whole heap of ferries in Bass Harbour that are either used or idle because of the COVID situation. They tend to tie them up together. You can see 2 lots there and one more lot. These ones were the ones that broke their moorings and ran aground, 3 of them all together. I think that was the problem. They had 3 boats tied together, and I think that's just too much weight for the mooring. This one was never moved. I never saw it go. It just sat around and was idle for all the time I was at Kuah Langkawi anchorage. There's the other one of the 3 that broke its moorings. Another one that I never really saw move. They just sat there idle. Another beautiful sunset with one of the ferries in the background. Some more pictures and video of places around Bass Harbour. That's the immigration and ferry terminal, and far over to the right is the Royal Langkawi Yacht Club. So Pulau Sebu Island is in the distance, and there's a local ferry that can take you over there for a day trip. Another beautiful sunset in Kuah Langkawi, and some boats, yachts gathered up there. There's clean diesel from the fuel barges in Bass Harbour. There's 2 barges. My favourite was this old one, tie up to the little boat that's usually hanging off the side, and it's safer than tying up to the rubber tyres. Another beautiful sunset with less boats in the background. Some sunsets are absolutely gorgeous, others are not. On a few occasions the squid boats would come very close to our moored catamaran, and this one was really quite close, and he was there for a lot while, but he wasn't noisy, he was quiet. It's just the lights that was annoying. What things can you do when you're bored in a COVID-19 situation? Well, my wife spent a lot of time drawing. She's an artist. The equipment she had was not her normal professional equipment, but we got by with that, and she would sit for hours enjoying herself, just drawing different things around the place. Can also make friends. This bloke grew from a little baby to a fairly large crab in 2 or 3 months that he was with us, and he would get out of the road when I cleaned the boat. During the dry season, rainwater was hard to find, so you collect as much as you can. During the wet season, it just got everywhere, so less problems with the water. The wet season came, and so did the storms. Mine's an open living area boat, so we had to use some blue canvas to try to stop the rain from getting in. Some of the sunsets and sunrises with the bad weather were just beautiful, just beautiful. And some of the photographs that my wife took were very nice as well. This one's particularly interesting, reminds me of the Fuji volcano in Tokyo area. A storm in the background brewing. The next few videos are around Langkawi Island, and you can watch them on my YouTube channel. And here's some, if you pause this, you can get a look at different sites around Langkawi. We did 3 circumnavigations of Langkawi Island in the time we were here. The video was produced by myself, of course. And here is another beautiful sunset of Kuah Langkawi anchorage. Isn't it beautiful? The end of another exciting video of Bass Harbour Kuah Langkawi, November 2019 to 2020.